Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Today on Manifesting Monday, I'm going to teach you how to balance your chakras and talk to your mysterious eighth chakra that a lot of people don't talk about. I mentioned it in my teaching tarot class, so if you're part of that class, this won't be new to you, but the technique will be new to you. If your chakras are unbalanced, those can create blocks in your life as well. And it's so easy to balance your chakras. And then I'm going to teach you to get to your eighth chakra, which I call the post office to the universe. And once you're there, you can ask, that's where you ask the universe for what you want. And that's where you get downloads from the universe. So you can ask to remove blocks. You can ask for things to manifest. But I digress. Let's get there first, and then I'll explain it a little bit more. So to help us balance our chakras, I'm going to use the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. Now, this deck is specifically for your chakras, the seven energies, and each card is color coordinated. So it will help you discover your blocks as well as ways to move your chakra forward. So we're going to use this today. And you can also just download colors of your chakras as well. But today is not necessarily the color. We all know the color of our chakras. I will quickly mention it as we go through it. What I want you to concentrate on is the location of the chakra. The first thing I'm going to teach you is that the root chakra is actually on your ankles. A lot of people think it's at your bum. It's not. That's your sacral chakra, and that's why your sacrum, that's a sacred area in your body. But let's talk about the root chakra. That's why it's called the root chakra. It's where you connect to the earth. And I want you to think of you connect to the earth. And yes, I love this because you do need to be barefoot to the earth to ground yourself. It helps with your sleep. It helps instantly balance your energies when you walk barefoot on the ground. So try at least once a day to go stand on the grass, go stand outside. If you can't, then at least try to go barefoot within your own home. Because when you wear slippers or shoes, that rubber sole will block that connection. You can't be unblocked from the earth. It's just more grounding when you can actually touch the earth. Other than that, wear brown socks, brown or black. The socks will also the color itself will be very grounding. Okay, so that's the root chakra is actually at your ankles. And now that you know that, when you look at a picture of somebody and they're sitting cross-legged and the red chakra, the root chakra is down there, it's because it's at their ankles. So when you sit cross-legged, your root chakra really is closer to your bottom. But your root chakra is closest to the earth. It's at your ankles, and that's why it's called the root chakra. It's where where your roots are touching the earth. Okay. Also with manifesting, I'm going to teach you there's a silver cord that keeps you grounded to the earth, that then goes right up through your crown, up into the universe. And there's that when you transition into the next world, the silver cord is cut. And that is a myth. It's not a myth. It's a story that is old as time, cutting the silver cord. And it's a silver cord that keeps you grounded. Think of a balloon almost that's tied to a tree. This little string is a silver cord. It runs right through your whole chakra system, through the top of your head, down through your feet. And there's a little bit of an indication here of a silver cord. So the first one you want to balance is your root chakra, which is at your ankles. So I'm just going to tell you the locations of the chakras, and then we'll go into into how you balance them. The next one is actually your reproductive area, the sacrum. And as I mentioned, the base of your space is called your sacrum, and this chakra is your sacral chakra. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the root chakra is normally red. The sacrum is orange, and that's the creativity color as well. It's a joyful color, but it's a very sacred area. And normally, if you're having weight problems, your sacrum is out of balance. It's because that's where a lot of your elimination is as well, right? You eliminate a lot of things there. So if there's a blockage there, you aren't eliminating things. I like this one, the Rose's Kiss, because it's kind of an indication of what's down there at the bottom. Okay, so then we have the solar plexus, and I chose this one, Waking the Lion, because we are in Leo season, and the sun is ruling Leo season, and today is Leo season. If you're watching this, you're not Leo season, that's okay. The sun still rules Leo, no matter when you're watching this. Now that chakra is yellow, and that chakra is directly connected to the sun. That's around your belly button area until about the base of your ribs. So under your lungs to around your belly button. Let's just call it around your belly button. And that is a yellow, and that is directly connected to the sun. That's part of the sun. If the sun dies, we die as well. Our food dies. We cannot survive without the sun. We need the vitamin D, or we get all kinds of different problems. So that's the solar plexus. And solar, you can remember soul, sun, and your soul comes from the sun, from up above. Anyways, I digress. Next one is the green, the heart chakra. And this is in your whole lung area. And this is actually the balancing chakra. So the first three chakras are your survival chakras, your reproduction, your connection to your earth, your material, and the solar plexus is connected to the sun. But this is your stomach area. So this is the bottom of your body. Here is your physical needs. You need food, you need the sun, you need to eliminate, you need to keep that area sacred, your reproductive area sacred and connected to the earth. The heart chakra is green, and it's the balancing chakra. You'll see that this is actually I know I said this is your solar plexus connected to the soul, connected to the sun, but your heart is actually your soul. So we've got your body, your upper ones is your mind, and your heart is your soul. And your soul is the one that balances everything, because your soul is what's eternal. Your body will come and go, your mind can change, but your soul is eternal. And I chose this one, Let It Go, because a lot of us hang on to heartache, and it unbalances us. It becomes either become gluttonous, or we live too much in our head and not enough on earth. Think of the heart chakra, and I like this picture as well, as a balance beam, as the scales of justice. And so if you're too much in your body, you're too much in gluttony, you're too much in materialism, the heart feels sad. If you're too much in your brain, if you're too much in your mind, if you're too much into books, sometimes your spirituality can be out of whack. You've gone really woo-woo here, and you don't pay attention to your body, and the scales then go off again. So your heart, you follow your soul, and balance your body and mind. Your heart is actually the manifestation center of everything. And that's why I like this one, Let It Go. You have to let go of your blocks, and you have to balance out your body and your mind. Next one we have is blue, and that is or communications, that's your throat chakra. And I love this one, a tall tale, because what stories do we tell ourselves and do we tell each other with our words and our communication in our throat chakra? What stories do we tell? So if we're telling tall tales about ourselves, our throat chakra is unbalanced. If we find we are lying to people, our throat chakra is unbalanced. If we are telling stories that just aren't true, like for example, you look in the mirror, I'm so fat. I mean, that's an untrue story. You can't prove that in a court of law. So I want you to always think, when you're saying something, can I prove this in a court of law? If you can't, it's a tall tale. It's a story that you're telling yourself. And sometimes you can shift your abundance, shift your manifestation, just by shifting the story you tell about yourself, right? Next one we have is indigo, and it's our third eye chakra. And this is where we seeing beyond. Into me you see. This is using your third eye to indicate when other people are lying to you, to prophesize. Well, it's just seeing beyond. I mean, what else can you say about your third eye? And this is where this chakra lives. And if you feel like your intuition is blocked, if you feel like you can't detect lies, people lying, if you don't have that, you enter a room and you can't read the room, then your third eye chakra is definitely blocked, and it needs some balancing. Now we go up to the crown chakra, and this is a violet color. And I like this because it is kind of it does live on the top of your head. It's not actually in your body. But what I like about this is it depicts where our eighth chakra is, and I'll get to that in a moment. But this burst of magic, this is where it's on top of your head, and it connects us to the universe, just as the root chakra connects us to the earth. So your silver cord comes up here, and you actually have 12 or more chakras. I'm only going to talk about the eighth one today. There's a lot of information, esoteric information. If you're interested, like for example, you have chakras on the palms of your hands. There's another location. Some feel we have up to 108 chakras. I'm not familiar where all of them are. I'm mostly familiar with the 12 that we have. And they all correspond to different astrological signs as well, but I digress. So the crown chakra, and it's a violet color. It's a very, very light violet, almost a lilac color, and it opens you up to the universe. So if you wear a lot of hats, for example, you may be closing that chakra off, just as if you wore a lot of rubber shoes around all the time, that you may be blocking that chakra on your root chakra. The same thing, if you wear a lot of hats, it may be blocking that. If you find that you are having troubles learning a book or learning something, or getting messages from the other side, for example, it may be because this chakra needs some balancing. It might be blocked a little bit. It can never completely close, because that is our silver cord, but it can be muddled. That's a better word for it. It's muddled rather than it's blocked. You want that chakra wide open, but not so wide open your brains fall out, right? You want it nice and blooming, so you can get the information from the universe, and you can send information back up to the universe. And now we're going to talk about the eighth chakra. And this is where you wish upon a star. I call this your post office to the universe. And this was a great picture. It sits about 6 inches to a foot above your crown chakra. So it's only connected to your body by the silver cord, and it sits up here. It's completely a non-physical place. It's completely where you imagine it to be, and it has a door, and you open the door, and this is a white room. And it can be anything that you want it to be. It can be white shag rug. It could be white cotton on the floor. It could be white marble on the floor. The walls are white. It could be white feathers on the walls. It can be white, just white paint. It can be white wood, as long as it's white. And the most important part about this chakra, again, it's 6 to 12 inches above your head, above the crown. It's connected by the silver cord. Is it has no ceiling. The ceiling that when you look up in this room, you see the universe, you see the stars. Now, there's a beautiful white chair in the middle of this room. And again, it can be any chair you want. Is it a great big white leather chair? Is it a fluffy chair? Is it a hammock? Is it a couch? But it's somewhere where you can sit down. Is it a stool? Whatever you feel most comfortable. Remember, this is your room. This is your chakra. And I want you to think and pause here for a moment. What you're imagining that room to look like is what it actually looks like. It's communicating with you what it looks like. So you're not, when you say, oh, I want it to have shag rug, it does. Oh, I want it to have white marble walls. It does. It's putting that information into your visualization, into your imagination right now. It's telling you what it looks like. So when you look and you think, oh, my big white fluffy chair or couch or a lounger, or maybe it's a reclining chair, that's exactly what's there, what it's putting. That's why I can't tell you what it looks like. Everybody else's looks different. And look at that, the clock agrees with me. So now that I've explained where these chakras actually are, now we're going to go into activating them and activating our 8th chakra, where what I call the post office to the universe. So we want to take a big deep breath in, and I'm going to teach you how to do a Rosicrucian breath. So what your first breath, you take in from your diaphragm. So you're getting your stomach to open up your lungs. And once you're there, I want you to open your shoulders and continue filling your lungs. So it's a 2 breath in. And you'll see that you may be shocked how much more room you can get into your lungs doing that way. So use your diaphragm. Now use your shoulders. And you'll see you actually can fill up your lungs quite a bit more, especially if you're sitting straight up or laying down. Doesn't matter. This isn't a meditation. And once you learn this, it might take long the first time, might take you a little bit, it'll go faster the second, third. Once you learn this, you can do this in less than 10 seconds. It's just you have to learn the process. So take a deep breath from your diaphragm in, shoulders, out through your mouth. And I want you to say, because you're sighing. With that sigh, you're releasing some negative energy. So again, and you only need to do this deep breath until you feel your negative energy, your sighs are all done. So it might take you 10 breaths, might take you 1, might take you 3. I don't know. That's completely up to you. So you take your deep breath. And you're ready to balance your chakras. You might get like a tingly feeling too, and that's just showing you the energy is ready to move. That stuck energy that's deep in your lungs has been removed out. So you think of your ankles, and I want you to think of the color red. You think of your sacred area, your sacrum, your reproductive area, your elimination area, and I want you to think of the color orange. I want you to think of your belly button, your solar plexus, your connection to the sun, and I want you to think of yellow, bright lemon yellow. Now we go up to our heart area, our lung area, and I want you to think of your heart as beautiful green balancing. It's balancing your body and your mind. You might want to take a breath here, and you a beautiful green area around your lungs, around your heart. Now I want you to go up to your throat area, and I want you to think of a beautiful blue color, whatever that blue color is. Is it sky blue? Is it ocean blue? It's your blue. It's your blue. Now we go up to the third eye area, and I want you to think of a beautiful indigo, deep, deep, purpley blue, deep, deep, deep color. I want you, think of the third eye area. You might be feeling some activation there right now. And then on the very, very top of your head, the crown area, a light violet color, a lilac color, a violet, a beautiful, maybe even a lavender color on top of your crown. And now I want you to go up to your post office. It's 6 to 12 inches above your head. I want you to look at this room, and it has a big, beautiful door. Before you go in, I want you to imagine yourself at your healthiest that you can ever be. You're slender, you're healthy, you look great, you feel great. You might be younger than you are now, you might be older than you are now. It's you at your absolute best. You're dressed nice, your hair is done nice, because this is a sacred area, and you want to present yourself to the universe the best that you can be. And so you're the best that you can be right now. Your chakras are balanced, you've got energy, and you go to reach for this beautiful door handle. What color is the door handle? Is it gold? Is it silver? Is it a big diamond? You turn the door handle, and you open the door into your beautiful post office, your 8th chakra room. It's the perfect temperature for you. Do you like it a little bit cooler? Do you like it a little bit warmer? It's perfect temperature. You don't need a coat, but it's cool enough. Maybe you have a cozy sweater on and you feel very comfortable, and there's your favorite chair. Your favorite chair. And you go and you sit down in this beautiful chair. Or is it a couch? Is it a recliner? Is it just a big fluffy pillow on the floor? It's where you feel comfortable. You sit yourself down and you look around at your beautiful white room, and you look at the walls and you love this room. You feel so safe and you feel so secure, and you love being up in this room. You feel fine, you look fine, and you're so comfortable. Maybe you want to lay down a little bit. Maybe you want to shuffle your hips a little bit. You just really want to make sure you're comfortable. And now you look up, and of course there's no ceiling because you just have complete access to the universe. And you might see your little silver cord that goes up. You can't see where it actually ends, but you can see it. Your beautiful silver cord, is it sparkling? Is it glittering? Or is it just a nice silver color, a little bit reflective? It's your cord. You can say whatever you want. Is it encrusted with diamonds? It's your cord. In many ways, you see your silver cord, and you know that anything that you think right now in this room is going to go up that silver cord to the universe. So what do you want to tell the universe? Do you want to tell the universe about the misery of your life? Do you want to tell them about the blocks that you have? Do you want to tell the universe about the debt you have? Do you want to tell the universe about the weight you carry around? Do you want to tell the universe about that person who was awful to you, or your ex that, you want back? No. You want to send up to the universe what you want in your life. What do you want? Do you want abundance of money, abundance of love, abundance of friends, abundance of health? This is where you can order anything you want. This is your magic genie room almost. This is your post office to the universe. So this is where you ask the universe, you're comfortable in your chair and you say, oh, universe, God, source, Allah, Jesus, whatever the universe is to you. This is where you wish upon a star. That's why you can see the stars. Do you want a certain amount of money? This is where you send your post-it note to the universe. I would like $2,000 to pay my MasterCard bill this month, please. Do you want to smooth things out with your ex? I really would like to smooth things out with my ex this month, please. And tell the universe when you want it. Is it your weight? I'm getting a lot of people mentioning it's their weight, their health. Oh, universe, can you please direct me how to lose 10 pounds this month? Now, you can go overboard here and say, make me win the lottery, or I want to be a millionaire. Will it come to you? Probably not. Can it? Well, sure, the universe can do anything. But will it come to you? Probably not. Because you have other blocks, other reasons why it won't come to you. So just be realistic when you're here, and then watch for the reply. So now we're asking the universe, let's go to our weight example. Universe, can you please direct me how to lose 10 pounds this month? You're not asking to lose 50, 60, 100, because that would be a terrible disease, right? You don't want the universe to do that. So we're going to ask for something very realistic, something that we want. And remember, we can come up here as many times as we want. We can ask for as much as we want. So we ask the universe, we're wishing upon a star, we're looking at our stars, and we say, can you please show me how to lose 10 pounds this month? And remember, this is a post office where you send and receive. So you might sit quietly, and all of a sudden, maybe a Weight Watchers commercial pops into your brain. Maybe all of a sudden you see a bunch of vegetables. Maybe all of a sudden you see a gym, or you see yourself walking. And these are subtle messages from the universe, how you can take action to get what you want. So let's do an example. You need $1,000 this month to pay your credit card bills. So we're not asking the universe to clear our credit card bills. We're asking the universe, or God, or source, or Jesus, or Allah, or whoever you think it is up there, you're wishing upon a star. Can you please help me receive $1,000 this month to pay my credit card bills? So we're telling the universe what we want it for. You can even add how it would help other people. The universe loves that. So that I have extra money to buy the children's school project, or I can then help. It'll help ease my relationship. We won't be under stress with money, even that. And then you sit quiet. So you've sent your postcard to the universe, and now you wait. And what is the universe putting in to your thoughts? What thoughts is the universe coming down with? Maybe all of a sudden it shows you an old dresser you forgot about, that maybe you can start selling some of your furniture. Maybe it shows you having some type of extra job. Maybe it shows a skill that you have that you can maybe create a little bit of extra money this month, things that you haven't thought of. For example, maybe you didn't think of, hey, I could mow some lawns this month and create that extra $1,000. Maybe it shows you babysitting children. Maybe you can babysit on the weekends. It's not going to show you how it's going to drop into your lap. It may show you that you're at a garage or a service station or a store, and it's showing you buying lottery tickets. It may. I'm not going to say it does that all the time. But whatever it pops into your brain, and don't fret. Whatever you're asking for here, if you sit for a minute and nothing's coming, that's okay. That's okay. go back down into your body. Say thank you to the universe. Always say thank you. Always be grateful for any and all intuitions and urges, right? Or nudges, I like to call them. I'm very thankful. And you get up from your chair and you leave your room and you close the door behind you and you come back into your body. Now you watch the next couple of days. It could if you didn't get anything then and there, you watch the next couple of days. What messages are you getting? What nudges? What all of a sudden it will pop into your head that oh, you need to call this person, or you'll be like, oh, I really need to go for a coffee, and you go to that coffee shop and you run into somebody who has an answer for you. You know, especially if you're looking for a job, maybe all of a sudden you're driving somewhere and you see a billboard that they're hiring, and those are all little nudges. Those are all postcards back from the universe for you. So as you can see, you can do this at any time you want, but you do need to balance your chakras on the way up. If you try to get in there without the proper energy, the postcards might not be delivered. So that's why you start, and you just start with red at your ankles, orange at your bottom, yellow at your belly button, green at your heart, blue at your throat, indigo at your third eye, violet at your crown chakra. Boom, there you are, holding the door to your post office, to your 8th chakra. You got your hand on the door handle, whatever color it is. Mine is a big diamond, great big huge diamond. I've got it right here to remind me. You want to look, and it sits on a little stand. It's my door handle to my 8th chakra, so it reminds me to get up there and ask for what I want. So mine is a door, and I open up my door and I get in there, I get comfortable in my chair, and I just start asking. And I sit for a minute, see if anything pops into my brain. If it doesn't, that's okay. I go back down into my body, just back into your brain, into your third eye, into your throat. You can even, if you're having problems coming back in, sing, because that brings you into your throat chakra, right? So sing la 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 la. You're back down into your throat chakra. So I'm very curious to hear what you thought of this Manifesting Monday. I'm very curious to hear what you thought of your 8th chakra, what it looks like, how you felt in there, how you felt wishing upon a star. And let's hear some manifestations. Let's hear what were some of the actions that you need to take to get your manifestations. Because remember, yes, it can drop out of the sky. Yes, you can be that lucky lottery winner, but you do have to do a lot of work before that, before you get there. And it's always easier to do the small actions down here on Earth to get those manifestations going, like I've been teaching you all along. So again, if you wanted to get this deck, The Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reid, it's a really good visualization. And if you're having problems getting up to your 8th chakra, pull a card and see what chakra is being blocked, and maybe give that chakra a little bit more color. Or spend a little bit more time there. But you can see how you just instantly think of your body as a rainbow. You're balancing your chakras. Take your big deep breath, get up there, and get out there and manifest. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with other people. Share it far and wide. Let's let everybody manifest. Let's get everybody manifesting and make this world a beautiful place for all of us to live in. And thank you. My cup runneth over. I'm ever so grateful for all of you. Take good care. Bye for now.